What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. If you hold Terra Classic, I think you have to watch this video because there's many people that will speak negatively about the position that you are holding. There are a lot, right? I run into them all the time in the comment section, in the chat, even in person, that people are just like, look, I don't think Terra Classic is it. And I'm like, I appreciate your honesty. Coming up to me in person, first of all, and saying, anything that's, on the opposite of what I do talk about or what a person talks about on the internet is difficult to do, first of all. But I respect anybody's opinion, right? Do I believe that that is where that's going, or it's not going to be worth, or whatever they end up saying on the opposite side? No, I don't, right? I think the way that I feel the way that I feel about Terra Classic, and I have a lot of positive thoughts about it. Now, are all of these things going to happen? I mean, I would hope so, but I don't think that they will, right? Whether you're talking about the popularity will stay, whether you're talking about massive utility will drop, whether you're talking about burns will happen through exchanges, or burns will happen through standard transactions, or burns will happen through on-chain transactions, or validators, or dApps, or whatever, right? Building on-chain. I don't know if all these things will happen. Would love if they all happened, and seeing Terra Classic fully recover, the repeg. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of speculative things, a lot of variables at play. And with that being said, I respect someone coming up to me and saying, "Hey, we've been holding this for how long? I don't know if I believe that this is going to happen, or we're going to be able to get to these prices." And I respect you for saying that. But I want to talk about kind of the positive side of things and what you can expect as if you are invested into Terra Classic at this moment, right? Let's say at these prices, you don't have to worry about it any lower than that. Let's just say at these prices, and what can be the benefit, or what you could see in the outcome. So if you guys could, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, if you guys want to check out my link for FortisX, feel free to do so. FortisX keeps your holdings working for you. If you are holding cryptocurrency for a long period of time, depending on the cryptocurrencies that they offer, you could get up to 18.54% variable APY with their platform. So definitely go ahead and look at it. I will provide that link at the top of the description. And also check out my link for BTCC. If you guys are interested in an exchange that offers you up to a 250x leverage, you 10% on your first time deposit, and extra bonuses up to $10,055. Also enjoying 40% lower trading fees, all with no VPN, no KYC that's required. Definitely check that out. The link will be in the description as well. Now, we've seen many things that have happened with Terra Classic. Currently, the price is sitting up 1.6% in the last 24 hours, 0.00007. $386 million market cap with $23 million worth of volume, which is a 5.5% volume to market cap ratio. 5.5 trillion coin supply in circulation, and 6.45 trillion in the total supply. The one thing we want is to see that supply burn down, so we have the opportunity to have all these other things that happen, right? We don't see the algorithm back in place without the supply going down. We don't see a repeg for a USTC without that supply going down and Terra Classic supply going down. So when we see those things, it kind of tells us, hey, we're going to see these things that happen. The one thing that we cannot fight that is here is popularity. Yes, the amount of volume that was going into it, the popularity has come and gone when it comes to that. I think we can still see more popularity as you see more money that's invested into the crypto market, more of an altcoin season, and this becomes like meme coin-esque type of growth, type of volume. It doesn't mean that it's a meme coin. It just means it reacts that way because it's so popular and has a potential chance to be worth a lot more depending on the things that happen with it. So with that thought, again, makes it more popular, makes that growth bigger. Let's talk about you buying at this current price of 0.000069. If you decided to buy at these prices, I believe it would be about 60, is it $69 per million, or is it $690 per million? It would be $69 per million, and then per 10, it would be 690 because I currently have like $7,000 worth, and I have 100 plus million. So that's about 7,000, let's say. That would be 100 million. If you decided to buy your 10 million Terra Luna Classic right now, if I was to look at it and go, what can I expect out of this? Am I expecting something huge? What's the minimum? What's the maximum? And I would have to say that the minimum, no matter what, we're going to have a major amount of popularity. I believe that we're going to see a $55 billion market cap. So let's say that we don't see any type of burns and we just see the growth, and we just have Binance burns and we have the standard burns just to kind of keep things rolling, and we see it run in popularity. It'll get up to a level of a penny or resist from that level of a penny, giving you the ability to gain maybe $100,000 at that point. Maybe a little bit less because you spent $690 to gain, or let's say $700 to gain, 10 million coins. So you can get a little bit less. Let's say it's $50,000. You sell before that. That would be the level that you can expect. The 100,000 to 50,000 is a level that you can expect to there if we don't see any burns. A $55 billion market cap. I think at minimum, you're looking at a $2 to $3 billion market cap. So to say that you can't see any type of growth or any type of potential in something that's sitting at a $400 million market cap that could potentially get to multi-billion dollar market caps because of the popularity, you can still see a lot of growth with it. You can still gain a lot with it if you wanted to. So I don't think there's any type of negativity that you can look at there. Yes, you may see sudden negativity. It might come down. You might see it go down to 0.00004 or whatever. But if you are going through to where altcoin season will start, Terra Luna Classic will run to multiple billions of dollars worth of a market cap just based on popularity. Now, if we suddenly see massive burns that are happening with exchanges, like Binance, or not just the burns that they're doing now, but a 1% recovery fee or recovery tax or whatever, happening on there, happening on BTCC, happening on OrangeX, and many other platforms that get involved. Now you have a reason to not only get to that 55 billion, but hold that 55 billion, right? Because the idea is that you're going to burn down the supply, repeg, USTC, as well as see the algorithm back in place for Terra Luna Classic, bringing this back up to a level of $1, $2, $3, $4. This is all without touching your overall value or what you have besides when you sell. So when you go, all right, it's at $1 or $2 and I have 10 million coins, guess what? You have 10 million or $20 million that you now take a little bit of a cut on, because as you sell it, you then have the burn that happens, which is okay because you made how much on this money that's there. So the upside is massive for this, right? It's not just a play to where you're like, oh, well, it's just going to decrease and it's going to be worth nothing. It's already worth a $300 million market cap for something that has as much popularity as Terra Luna Classic does. It's going to be worth multiple billions at minimum, right? I believe we're going to see a $55 billion market cap. I believe we're going to see a 1 cent price point. However, I would like to see a 1 cent price point without hitting 55 billion, meaning that we have burns that are massively associated with that so that we don't see it hit the 55 billion and then kind of fall from there, right? So that's my mindset. That's where I'm coming from with this. I'm all positivity here because if you think about the long term of it, you zoom out 100,000 foot view, you can see nothing but that positivity. Anytime we have any type of hype moment where crypto is running massively, Terra Luna Classic is also making those moves and is right there. And then when we see everything making a huge move, I'm not saying this is going to be a massive contributor to the overall dominance of altcoins, but it will be something that many people go, that was popular. It's popular now. Let's see that grow. The FOMO ends up, taking over, and you're making a lot of money. I would like you to make boatloads or shiploads or country loads of money. I don't know. I would like you to make a lot of money from this, from the growth, from the use case, from the survival, the recovery, all of that, which we could, but it all depends on the path that we take. And if exchanges agree to what we think we should do, because this 99% that's right here, right? This is 99.9% of the supply that's going to CEXs. 0.1% is going to DEXs, meaning that we're seeing very, very small amounts that's actually getting burned off with on-chain activity. So, anyways, I just wanted to be a little bit of that positivity that you need when it comes to Terra Luna Classic, so that you guys can see that there's a minimum that's way above where we are, and there's a maximum that's honestly unknown overall. But then if we have certain scenarios, we have maximums in those certain scenarios. If we see burns that happen, what's the minimum in that scenario? Right? The minimum has to be a lot higher than where our minimum is without any type of burns, if that makes sense. So anyways, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you think about this. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. Check out my link for 40sex for BTCC. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.